Gotta have a French roll, make it pretty. You don't make it pretty, you don't dance. You might take me like 5 turns. Hi, my name is Lola. I am a dancer with Estonian National Ballet, and today I'm going to give you a tutorial on how to do a French roll. So first you want to get your hair up into somewhat of a like high ponytail. Give it a wee brush to make it nice and neat. And then to start the French roll, you get your 2 fingers on whatever hand you're dominant with, left or right. You put the 2 fingers around. You wrap your hair around and you flip it like that. And it should come into like a little cute thing like that. And you want to secure the twist because that's the part that's holding the whole French roll together. So give it a few rough pins down, doesn't need to be good because you can come back to it. Then I move on to the top and I just roughly pin it down a bit just to secure the hair. Doesn't need to look pretty at the moment. Then we come with a nice brush. I use a bristle brush because it makes the hair smooth. And I just brush around, like said, all the way down to make it look, just to get the hairs like going straight across. And then you start just working from the top until the bottom. At the top, I would recommend using bigger pins, and like they're going up always, because if they go straight across, you're gonna have a bunch of ugly pins on the outside. No one likes that. So this is probably the last big pin that I would use. And as we go down, I either use these small pins or bobby pins, these ones, and you can just loop it in a piece of hair and feed it up. Because at the bottom, for most people, you don't have so much hair. If you do have hair at the bottom, you just want to get it, like let's say you have a bunch here, twist it, and then tuck it under here. The bottom, where you're like the nape of your neck, you want it to be as flat as possible, so that the line goes from your neck and it goes up and out. That's visually, aesthetically more pleasing than having a big lump at the bottom of your neck. No one wants that. So you just keep going, tucking it in. And then I usually, once I hit the bottom, I start working back up, feeling where I feel it loose. If I feel it loose around here, I find those loose hairs and I pull it and to make it really tight. If it's like lumpy, you just want to push it down, pull it. It's all about pulling the hair across. That's how you're going to get it tighter. And then you just want to look, and if it's like nice and flat, you can then start working at making it just look nice and neat. More pins the better. So you have like the base, and it works. Always bring your brush, smooth. So once you have the bottom, you can come back up to the top and you can start kind of unpinning, taking out the pins that you roughly put in, because now that you've done the bottom, it should stay. So So it's okay if a bit of hair comes out, no worries. And then you start like you did from the bottom, and you just pin it like you would your own everyday classical bun. Making it a bit neater, pulling it. I always tend to pull the hair a bit just to make it that much extra tighter. It's a personal thing, if you like your hair tight or not. Where you find it's more aesthetically pleasing. If you get pins popping out, just push them through, and you might just need to be pinned pushing in a different direction. I always like to end with a little bit of a brush over, just to really get those going smooth all the way around. See, you don't really like that little section right there. It's not so pretty. I usually tend to use the smaller pins because there's already quite a lot of metal going in your head. Work back up and down until I'm happy and satisfied. Mostly with French rolls, they tend to feel quite loose, and it's because if you just stick pins in, it doesn't do anything. You've got to pull the hair across and tuck it under. Otherwise, it's just gonna fall out the minute you do a pirouette. Like, if I wear a French roll for stage, I use every single pin that I possibly own in my hair. And whether I think I need it or not, it's just, it just constantly lets loose, and especially at the bottom. I personally don't like when the hair goes across and like down. Like, see this piece of hair here? I don't like that. So we're just gonna move that up a bit because it's just ruining the line of it all, isn't it? See, much better. See, and then it just nicely goes straight up. Okay, I'm happy with that. Ta-da! Here you go, French roll.